And that's exactly why you missed it. You thought confidence was the sign, easy eye contact, smooth flirting, perfect timing. But attraction usually doesn't arrive looking polished. It arrives looking disrupted. Because when a woman actually likes you, her body often reacts before her image does. She gets slightly off, a little quieter, a little too aware, a little less fluid than she was 5 minutes ago. And most men read that moment completely wrong. They see nervousness and assume discomfort, distance, disinterest, rejection. But sometimes, nervousness is not her pulling away from you. It's her reacting to you. That's the first shift you need to make. Attraction is not always bold. Very often, it's expensive. Psychologically expensive. Because now she cares how she comes across. Now there's risk. Now your opinion matters. And the moment your opinion matters, self-consciousness enters the room. That's why a woman who feels nothing can seem relaxed, and a woman who feels a lot can suddenly seem unsure. Not because she's weak, because she's invested. Think about how people act around someone irrelevant. Loose, casual, natural. Now think about how they act around someone they really want to impress. They edit themselves. They overthink. They feel their own body. They notice their voice, their hands, their face, their timing. That tension is not random. It means the interaction now has stakes. And that's where most men sabotage themselves. They take her nervousness personally. She fidgets, so they assume they're making her uncomfortable. She laughs too fast, so they think she's forcing it. She looks away, so they assume she's not interested. She says less than usual, so they conclude they've lost her. No. Sometimes she's quiet because her brain is suddenly too loud. Sometimes she looks away because holding eye contact feels intense. Sometimes she fixes her hair, touches her neck, adjusts her sleeve, checks her phone for half a second, not because she wants to leave, but because her body needs somewhere to put the extra energy. That's what nervous attraction looks like. Not always seductive, not always obvious, but very real. Now, to be clear, nervousness alone means nothing. That's where desperate people get delusional. Not every awkward moment is attraction. Not every shy woman likes you. Not every anxious reaction is a hidden green light. Context decides everything. The question is not, is she nervous? The question is, does her nervousness increase specifically around me? That's the difference. If she's socially anxious with everyone, that tells you nothing. If she's composed with other people but subtly changes around you, now you're looking at something real. Maybe her voice shifts. Maybe her posture changes the second you enter. Maybe she starts speaking and then self-corrects. Maybe she teases you and then instantly gets a little shy. Maybe she wants to stay near you but can't fully relax when she is. That combination matters. Pull and pause. Interest and tension. That's attraction under pressure. And pressure creates leakage. People leak truth through the small things they don't rehearse. The smile that arrives too fast. The random smoothing of clothes. The sudden laugh that's slightly too bright. The question she asks and then pretends was casual. The way she remembers tiny details from what you said. The way she becomes more aware of herself when you're watching. That self-awareness is a clue. Because indifference does not create self-consciousness. Attention does. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. A woman who likes you is not just reacting to who you are. She's reacting to who she becomes around you. That's the part men rarely understand. If she feels more feminine around you, more exposed, more emotionally visible, more unable to control the impression she's making, she may interpret that sensation as nerves. Not bad nerves, charged nerves. The kind that make her want to stay and escape at the same time. That contradiction is powerful. She might delay replying, then respond instantly next time. She might act cool, then accidentally reveal she noticed everything. She might lightly pull away, then find a reason to re-engage. That inconsistency confuses men. But inconsistency is often what attraction looks like before trust is established. She wants connection. She just doesn't want to lose control while feeling it. And that leads to one of the most misunderstood signs of all. When she becomes slightly less perfect around you. Less polished, less smooth, a little clumsy, a little scattered, a little off script. Most men think attraction should make her sharper. Sometimes it does the opposite. Because real attraction interrupts performance. If she was trying to be composed, and your presence breaks the rhythm, that's not a downgrade. That's evidence. You are affecting her nervous system. And no, that doesn't mean you should become arrogant. It means you should become perceptive. Because the wrong move here is to press harder. When a woman is nervous because she likes you, intensity without safety makes her retreat. This is where emotionally careless men lose women who were actually interested. They sense attraction, then rush. They get louder, needier, more performative. They try to force certainty out of a moment that needed calm. But if she's nervous in a real way, what she needs is not more pressure. She needs more room, more steadiness, more emotional oxygen. If you stay grounded, her nervous system starts reading you as safe. And when attraction meets safety, she opens. That's when the real signs become clearer. Longer eye contact, warmer tone, less guarded body language, more playful honesty, more reasons to keep the conversation going. This is why the smartest thing you can do is not react to her nervousness. Regulate the moment instead. Slow your pace. Lower your need to impress. Hold eye contact, but softly. Don't interrogate her awkwardness. Don't say, "Why are you so nervous?" Never force someone to become self-conscious about being self-conscious. That kills the tension in the worst way. Instead, make the moment easier to stay in. Let silence breathe. Smile like you already understand. Talk like nothing needs to be proven. That's attractive on a level most men never reach. Because now, she's not just feeling attraction. She's feeling relief in your presence. And relief is dangerously bonding. Here's the insider truth most people miss. Nervousness is not the sign she likes you. The sign is that she's nervous, but still stays engaged. That's the distinction. If she's uncomfortable, she disconnects. If she likes you, she often struggles and stays. She keeps talking, keeps looking, keeps hovering, keeps returning, even while trying to manage herself. That is the signal, not anxiety by itself. Investment despite anxiety. That's the tell. Because attraction is not always smooth. Sometimes it's friction. Sometimes it's the pause before the sentence, the smile she tries to hide, the composure that slips for 1 second when you notice her. And if you know how to read that, you You stop chasing obvious signals and start seeing real ones. So if she gets a little nervous around you, don't rush to label it rejection. Look closer. If her energy changes, if her attention sharpens, if she seems slightly thrown off but still finds ways to stay connected, you may not be making her uncomfortable. You may be making her feel something. And that is a very different game.